Welcome back everybody, Natu here once again, and this time around we are going, I'm going to do a tier list for King of Fighter 15. This will be like my first tier list, to be honest, for any fighting game. I mean, I have done in the past, but none in the channel. So anyways, let's start with the easiest part, right? So for example, let me explain over here. I don't think none of these characters are bad. All of them are good. Now, in order to make this tier list a tier list, right? I will be going over different criteria. First of all, the tools that the character have. Second, if it saves or plus. Again, that's part of the tools also. Another thing is how hard is the character when you're using it. Like for example, just to put an example, right? Ash Crimson is a great character, but he's not the easiest one to control or combo in, right? You need to have execution, etc, etc. So with those criteria, you will understand why I'm selecting this, hopefully, even though I will be giving an explanation why I think this character deserves this spot. Also, another thing is, like, if I put like unless I mention it, like, hey, on the top one will be this character because of this, right? Then it will be like that, but normally most of them will be not in a specific order in the bracket or tier in this case, right? So anyways, let's go. Let's start with the easiest one. Let's go with the low tiers. So even though this character recently was on a top 8, Whip is gonna be my bottom tier character. I don't care what people say, because at this moment this character is looking super weak. Reason for that is that her normals take a little bit longer to recover. Now, to be honest, like in King of Fighters, when she was a character, right, over there, like for example, King of Fighters 2002, etc, right, her normals did recover slower than others, but in this version, I think it recovers way slower, and therefore, because of that, and also like the hitbox, sometimes it's kind of weefy. So, this is the main reason why I'm saying this character is low tier. Like, at this moment, I haven't seen her set up her gameplay that she was, known from, like keeping people away, etc, etc. Now it's way easier to get inside, get close range with her. Anyway, the next one, and this is a tough one, to be honest, because I do not think this character is bad, but what do I think is that this character is underplayed. Like right now, a lot of people aren't playing with this character, but if I compare this character to other versions in King of Fighter, then yes, this character is lacking. So which character I'm talking about? I'm talking about Ramon. So why I'm saying this, right? For example, Ramon had a super that will cross, it will pass through fireballs, right? That is not the case now. Not sure if the level 2 will do that, but right now it's not the case. So yeah, also like his mix-up options are good, and mobility is good, but I think that when it comes to pressure, for some reason it's lacking now than before. Before I thought, like before it was way easier for people to grab you with Ramon. Now it's like a little bit harder. And there's other grapplers in this game that allow you to do the same thing that Ramon does, but better and easier. Okay, so let's go here and talk about the top tier. Now, I bet this is no big reveal, right? But Terry Bogard is the top one. I don't care. It's like easy to confirm combos, easy to confirm wave punish from almost full scream. Reason why I say this is that if you see the burn knuckle, right? The burn knuckle before you could punish it on block. Yes, there were option that there were times that you could not, punish it if it was far away. But now it's like even if it's up close, it's hard for some characters to punish correctly. And because of that, leads to a special cancel of a level 1 super to a level 2 super, and then a level 3. And when you see that, technically you have like a easy 70% combo, even though you took like, you spent all your meter, like 5 meters, right? but even if you don't spend the 5 bars, you can have like almost a 50% combo from Fuse a Burn Knuckle because you messed up and he doesn't care because at the end and everything, right? Even if he messed up over there, like for you to punish him correctly is really hard, and that's the main thing that's gonna happen in this tier list. A lot of these characters are top tier because you cannot punish them. Like if you want to punish them, you need to spend resources like like a evasion roll or use a shatter strike, and it's more in favor of them than in you. So in that case, it's high reward for them, low risk for them. So you're messed up. It's high risk for you if you try to do something else, right? Now the second, I just noted that this also has like Geese Hour and other characters. But anyways, of course I'm not gonna talk about those. Oh yeah, in this tier list I'm gonna talk about Rock and Gato and also B.Jenet. So anyways, so the next character. This is kind of hard because, like, I know a lot of people are saying Ralf is a top tier character, and I have used Ralf before in other versions of Game of Fire. In this version, I have avoided using it because a lot of people are using Ralf, and it is making me angry, to be honest. And the main reason why I think people are using it is used because one, normal, and that's far D, which is far hard kick. That kick has always been like that. Now in this version, it's a little bit better. When I say it's always been like that, I mean animation wise, and you could always click there and then do HD combo, cancel it. Of course, it was way harder before, but now it's way easier. And also like the change of moves, and this is something also that happened with Terry, like his DP being a DP for real and not a charge move helps a lot. And the same thing happens with Ralf, with a special move, like for example, instead of doing a half cycle 4, it's a Duken now, so you have quarter cycle 4, and then you do the punches, and you can hit confirm way better. So again, the character has a lot of hit confirms that are way easier because of the changes of the game mechanics and also move list. So let's put, I'm not gonna say Ralf is the second one, to be honest. What I think is the second one, and this might be kind of, not sure why you're saying that, will be Dolores. Now, why I say Dolores is the second character in this game. Dolores is a character. If you have fought against a Dolores, like, you will have issues getting in, and when you finally get in, like, she has buttons that can keep you away, she has big damage, easy combos, she has a DP, which she can cancel the super and big damage, therefore. Also, she has mobility with her teleports. She can, like, her fireball game, I don't want to say is the best in the game, but unfortunately, she can do like kind of step traps, frame traps, when she has you on block up close with the fireballs. And like I said, her normals cover a lot of the screen, so technically like trying to short hop the fireball and then trying to attack her might lead you to getting hit by a far hard kick or her DP, or heck, she could do like a teleport and go back away, and it's really hard, right, to fight against her. Now let's see which other character I believe is top tier. Okay, so Robert, this motherfucker has the same things as Terry, but at least it's a little more technical. Now what I mean by that is that unlike Terry, he doesn't have the burn knuckle, so he cannot like do like go full screen and hit you with a random special move, right? Now having said that, his Tatsu and normals and special moves are safe. Like, yeah, the DP you can punish it, but sometimes depending on the range and scenarios, it's hard to punish. The same with the Tatsu. For some characters it's way easier, some other characters it isn't. but technically it's like safe pressure. Like you can bully your opponents by throwing fireballs, poking with crouching low kick, and cancel it to fireball. And if you try to do something quickly, you do the CD move, which is the power attack, right? And that power attack itself, like it doesn't have like a hurt box. Like you try to punish that or try to stop it before it comes out, you're gonna get hit, right? Now, oh, also his damage output super easy, super good. Like to be honest, if you're struggling with the King of Fire right now, I will suggest you to use Terry, Ralf, and Robert. Dolores, even though I say it's a good character, it's a little bit more technical. But if you like technical characters, use Dolores and leave Robert out, right? Now let's see what other characters we're gonna add over here. Okay, I don't think there's too much. Oh yeah. Sorry, I forgot. Shermie. Okay, let me explain. Of all the grapplers, this is the best one. This is the best one. No, the Dinosaur do this and that, and Ramon. No. Shermie does everything those characters do way easier, faster, and has better normals. Now you might be saying some character like Dinosaur, he has armor. Yeah, that's all good. But if you see when you do a knockdown, Dinosaur usually is far away, and his dash or walking speed or run speed is not the fastest. Unlike Shermie. Now Shermie has a lot of tools and has big damage. So yeah, and she has some stuff like you are like, wait, why is that always safe? Like for example, she has like a kick, she jumps in the air, which is an EX, and sometimes it can cross you up, and from there she can combo to a grab, and from that grab she can combo to the super, and that's it. You know, say goodbye to your life, right? Now the other character I'm gonna add over here, and to be honest, I haven't okay. This is the thing. Mine is a character that I haven't seen people use a lot, and all the people that have been been using this character are winning. And also, besides their winning, if you see their fights, they usually, if they lose, it's usually because of they messed up or something like that. Like trying to punish mine is nearly impossible. Plus, her mobility is super annoying. Like you need to go around the whole stage to get her. But then when she hits you, she hits like a truck. And when she combos, are easy combos, easy juggles. Okay. Now, oh, I forgot Elizabeth. Yeah. And you know what? Elizabeth should be. You know what? I'm gonna put Elizabeth top 3. Why I say this? Elizabeth has everything from fireballs, even though her fireballs can be also like a trap fireball because it doesn't go full screen, but it can be annoying. She has a special move that is overhead. She has juggles, and she can juggle for super easily. Her damage output is out of this world, and she always had that before. You know, like technically what they did was just bring the character the way it was in 13 and bring it over here, and I knew that was gonna happen, and that's why I wasn't so happy about Elizabeth as a new character in King of Fire 15, because I knew it was gonna happen. Dump juggles, easily, done. Like, oh, you try to shoot her up, but there you go, juggle. Oh, I don't care, then I juggle, To be honest, and also she's saved a lot of time. So yes, it's a great character. Now this, I'm thinking I'm gonna go down. Oh yeah. Okay, I'm gonna put Iori. To be honest, I'm still on the fence of putting him S tier or A tier. If it was A tier, I think he will be on the top one, but I'm gonna put it right now as S tier. The reason why I say this is that Iori has always been a great character. His DP, his pressure, but he has a lot of tools that other characters do not have or wish they have. He has a command grab, he has a DP, he has Rekka, and his Rekka's pressures are not yoke. right? He has a cross-up command kick. He, like his mobility also is great. You can do your backdash and do the back low kick in the air, because when you're doing a backdash, you're in the air. So he goes way farther than he should be going, and his speed is good. His normals are great. Like if you are playing with a good Iori, he can move the screen like nobody else business. Like also, if you're trying to punish him, he can do footsies and throw a hard kick, and if that connects, say bye to your life, because he's gonna do HD mode, and it's all from there easy. Like the damage, the combos are easy to do. So yeah, also he's a fun character. Like, and that's another thing. All these characters over here are fun. I think Whip is a little less fun. The less fun is because, Whip is not working as he was before. So I understand why that not be, fun. But anyways, I digress. And the newest one, because this is gonna be the last, I think so. Yeah. No, sorry, I forgot one. Let's talk about Vanessa. You might be saying, "Hey, Omar, you have a lot. You have a lot of S tiers," and that's the reason. Like, there's a lot of good characters, but there are characters that, if you see the meta when you're seeing the top 8 or top 32, you're gonna see at least one of those characters in a team. There might be some oddballs, but to be honest, if you don't have one of those characters in your team, there's something wrong in your thought process of winning a tournament, right? And that includes me. Like, I don't want to use any of these characters, but I use some of them, right? So anyways, Vanessa is a character that has great normals. Her damage output is insane, and to be honest, you know what? Vanessa should be over here, besides Alyssa. She should be top 4. And I think Shermie should, Shermie can stay there. So Vanessa has great damage. She has the swag option that she can move across the screen, so she can she can cancel things that will be unsafe to be safe and keep the pressure on. Also, her juggle potential is stupid. Like, if she hits you at the beginning of the round, the corner carry is gonna be there. Plus, easily 50% of your life is gone, right? So yeah, Vanessa is a great character. Even though people are hating her. Also, her hit confirms are way easier than a lot of the rest of the cast. And the last one now this is gonna be the last one. Rock Howard. Okay. Rock Howard might be top 2, but I'm not gonna put it there right now. I'm gonna put it over here, because this is like, you use like 1 to 3 days, right? The reason why I say this is because technically Rock Howard has all 30 tools, but way better. What I mean by that is, like, for example, he has a rising tackle. He has technically like a burn knuckle, even though the burn knuckle of Terry is a little bit better. But he confirming or buffering between those moves between him and Terry, in the case of Rock Howard, is way easier. Rock Howard has a command grab, even though it was nerfed in regarding about combo potential. Also, his rising tackle, the fierce one, has a break option, so you can do more damage. You can also play a little bit in your block strings, right? Even though I won't recommend that, because if you try to break it and the DPs and you're really far away from the character, you might not be able to break it. But at least it's an option over there. They changed it that his 4P can be combo from lights and shorts and jabs, and that changed a lot. You have way more time to hit confirm. His supers are good, like, it's easy to combo. His new EX move, the one that has like a ground bounce, is super good move. Also, he has counters, and that's something that people forget. And from his counters, he can combo. But of course, he needs to be like a, if you need to be activated level 3. I will talk about that in a video I'm gonna do, because I'm gonna do a beginner's guide for Rock Howard, and I'm gonna specify especially about that level 3, the one that gives him a power up and his hands are glowing, because when he's on that mode, he changes completely. Like he can OTE, he can his move has more juggle potential, he has a little bit more damage. So yeah. So right now, yeah. Oh yeah. Also the run mechanic, like he has an overhead, he has a cross up, he can stop the run. So he can do a lot of things that Terry cannot do, and that's the reason why I'm saying like maybe he should be number 2. Also, his far hard punch, which can hit crouching people from far away, is special cancelable, and that's super big. Like not all characters do that in this game. Anyway, let's go to tier A. Okay, tier A. I'm gonna put Ash Crimson. Okay, damage. Incredible damage, good normals, but hard to master. Also, another thing is like depending how you play, and this will be across the board. I'm not a firm believer that a character needs to be on the 3rd spot, on the 2nd spot, 1st spot, like. But some characters they do. In the case of Ash Crimson, he can do all 3. But keep in mind that if you want to have more power for you, right, leave it as an anchor, because then you will have all the bars in the game, the 5 bars, let's say, potentially, right, and that way you can have more opportunities to use his advanced combos, which it provides him an install, and he can do big damage from there. And to be honest, trying to connect that this time around is way easier than before. So that's why I'm putting an A. I would like to put it S, but there's things like the difficulty of playing the character that is the main reason why I'm gonna put it as a S tier character. Now, I'm gonna put Gato. I'm not sure if he should be number 2. I think Gato could be also S tier, but right now, from what I'm seeing, I'm gonna leave it at A as best. Has great damage, has a lot of options, has a command grab. He can combo that super from anywhere, like technically. And also the level 3 is really good to, the level 3, if you don't know, can pass fireball, so he can punish a lot of things from full screen because of that. Also his special hops that he can like do like a technically like an air dash across the screen. That thing is really looking really strong right now, and it's like hard to react to it, so you're not expecting somebody for almost full screen to be up front of you in less than 1 second, so you cannot like do a DP or anything like that on reaction. Okay, so let's go over here. Okay, now this character, Andy Bogart. People are sleeping on that character. That character, I believe, is really good. Like technically, it could be almost at par with Terry. The difference is that Andy Bogart, his reach is a little bit shorter. And keep in mind that Andy Bogart was changed also because his shoulder tackle was a charge move. Now it's a command move, and like you can technically do the same thing that Terry does, but a little bit different in regard that, for example, Terry can, like when Terry tries to combo, he will try to combo to he does like a small shoulder, and if he connects that, then he can go over and do the super, etc, etc. In the case of Andy, he can do short, and then the shoulder tackle, and he can cancel the super fireball, etc. So yeah, like damage wise, he might not be that good as Terry, but he's almost there. Like yeah, if for whatever reason happens that they nerf Terry Bogart's burn knuckle, go play Andy or Rock Howard if you want that back in your life. If they don't touch that, right? Now let's go over here. The next one is gonna be Yo Hagashi. Now, Yo Hagashi is a good character. The thing is that you need to be more a person that likes to play neutral, and I think that that's speaking by itself, because if you like a character like, for example, let's say Sagat from Street Fighter V, right? Yo Hagashi will be a character for you. Like technically, he moves the same thing, but he has also like add-ons, things where he can like do like multi kicks and stuff like that. and then in that case it gives you more versatility, and also you know, it allows him to be a little more aggressive. Also, his combo structure is a little bit different compared to other characters, but once you understand how it works, you're gonna be a beast with him. Like, he has stun combos, his damage output is really good. He, besides the stun combos, he can like build meter and be safe a lot. Like, he can play the neutral, and when he gets in and do damage, he does damage. Now, okay, so let's go over here to the next one. Oh, King. Actually, you know what? King should be... I'm gonna put King over here. Bro, bullet. Okay, let's do it like this. King is A tier. Here's because she's easy to use. I'm gonna be honest. Like, all the things that this character does it better than Ash, than Andy, than Joe. Like, it's Fireball Wars, way better. Damage output, way better and easier. Like, you can do the hit and then do the slide and do the special move, you know, and go from there. And, you know, big damage, easy. Her DP, you can cancel it really easy to a super because it's a multiple hit, etc. Right? So yeah, that's the reason why King is there. Let's see. Oh yeah, let me put this. Meitenku will be in the beer tier. Oh, this character, I like it, I love it. You know, but the problem with the character is that damage output in mid screen is horrible. Like, even if you spend meter, it's horrible. If you want to do damage with this character, you need to do it in the corner. But then again, this character is not intended for being like a combo monster or anything like that. It's more to be like a keep away character, etc., etc. Similar to Athena in that regard. But if you want to be honest, like, instead of using this character, use Ash. If you want to use a charge character or something like that, right? Technically, the same function that Meitenku does, Ash Grison does it, or King, you know. Let's go here. Okay, this one's gonna be a little bit. What are you talking about, Kukri? Okay, so Kukri, the reason why I put it in B is that Dolores does the same thing that he does, but way better. The only difference is that when he does the teleport and do the shadow clones, it's really hard. It's super OP. But then when you think about it, Kukri doesn't have a real reversal, so therefore he needs to block when people are, you know, doing pressure on top of him. That's the only reason why I don't think he's top tier. I have seen people say, "Oh, he's top tier." Nah, bro. I'm sorry. He's gimmicky. That's, you know, that's the thing. Like you can win with Kukri. There's no problem with that. The problem is that other character can. If Kukri is a character that dies if he's not able to set up what he wants to do. If he's always on the defense, that character, you know, is almost guaranteed he's gonna lose if he's always on the defensive. Okay, even though his fireballs are really fast and good, and you can have some kind of frame traps. I mean, you do have frame traps with him, immediate setups. But to be honest, you know, like I said, there's other characters that do this but way better and way easier. Even though Kukri, for me, to be honest, is the most fun of all of those characters. Like, I prefer playing Kukri than Dolores any day of the week. Or any of these characters over here. Maybe Rock Howard now, but yeah. Okay. Let's go over here. Angel. I'm gonna put Angel B. Unfortunately, I haven't been able to experiment with her that much, but I do believe this character maybe can go to tier A. Not sure if top tier A, but maybe in the middle. I don't know. So yeah, this character is good. She always has her big tools. I mean, when I say big tools, it's like she has a lot of tools, from overhead to grabs, etc. But again, it's a character that is not easy to master, and that's the reason why I'm putting her so low. I mean, B tier is not low, but you know, you get what I mean. Okay, Antonov. I'm gonna put you tier C. I love this character, but this character has always the same issues, and King of Fire 14, and that is that from his hit confirmation from low attacks are not the best. So therefore, like you cannot, you cannot do like other characters in the game, like short, or jab, and then, do the special move, even if it's the AX move, because unfortunately it doesn't work like that. He doesn't do like a change. So yeah, that's the main reason. But he hits like a truck. Like if this character has an anchor, can easily kill anybody on the roster really easy. But the problem is trying to open somebody up, and like it will be limited to what you can do, right? Okay, let's go here. Oh, I forgot about her, Blue Mary. You know what? I think Blue Mary should be S tier, but I'm gonna put her A tier. Blue Mary has a lot of damage, safe options. She has a messed up situation when she knocks you down, and she can do like the stance with the finger in her nose, and that will allow her to if you try to do a reversal, or if you don't try anything, she can grab you afterwards. So yeah, it's a really messed up situation. Like she can do the slide, the EX slide, and confirm from there to do a big combo and big damage. Really scrubby tactic, but it works. So yeah. Let me see. Okay, Kyo. Kyo gonna put it as B tier. I love Kyo as a character. I always love the Rekka stuff like that. And he has great damage, etc., etc. But again, I think other characters, what he does, other characters do it better. Actually, you know what? Let me put it between Angel. So yeah, that's about Kyo. K-Dash, I'm gonna put it as A tier, even though I don't see a lot of people using him. And to be honest, this character, I think maybe could go S tier. Who knows? He does a lot of damage. He has the only thing with K-Dash is that if you want to play Zoner, or like stuff like that, use Joe or Andy or King, right? Or any of the other characters above him, because he's not the easiest one to control or know. Like you need to have knowledge of what a player will do in certain situations to get the most damage and fun with this character. Because he can play with his fireball, he can do like a normal fireball, and then he can do the fireball but then the juggle, or he can do the fireball and teleport. He has so many options, right? Athena. Let's put Athena. Let's put it between K-Dash. This character, I hate her. let's say like that. The reason why I hate her is that because her gameplay has been the same always. Fireball, Psycho Ball, teleport, Psycho Ball, and then you need to run like a bitch to get her. Now the issue now is that her dive move is way safer, but if you don't know how to deal with that, you're gonna get bit. You're gonna lose all the time. If she does the low version, like you would say, oh, but I'm trying to after I block, I'm trying to do like crouching jab or crouching low kick, and she's hitting me, or we're trading. What is happening? And to be honest, that depends on the distance. But a better option would be to try to throw her once she does that move, the low kick version. The hard kick version is easier to punish, but the problem is that sometimes, depending on where you are or Athena, you might get cross up, and that is really messed up. And from that cross up, she can confirm to a super. So yeah, she's a little bit gimmicky on that regard, but at least she's a good character. She has a good DP. She has also a command grab and mobility. So that's the reason why it's tier A. I say Luong. Like Luong, You know what? Luong, I think should be here. She has great normals, great damage. Like she can open you up in a weird way because of her range of her kicks. She can do like weird cross up that you weren't expecting to get cross up in a certain area. So she can do that. To punish her is like a little bit hard. I wouldn't say, you can punish her in certain things, but she's not in any capacity like Elizabeth, where you cannot punish technically nothing. But Luong you can punish currently way easier. Kula Diamond, I'm gonna put it at A tier. I think this character has more potential, and people aren't playing with her, to be honest. The reason why I say this is that because a lot of people are using Mai or Athena or other female characters, but Kula has big potential. Like, and also her new special move, the one that she has from Maximum Impact that they brought back, the snowman, that also can can set up weird things because technically it's like it's a trap, right? So, and that's something that that I have, like I said, nobody I've seen playing Kula, and when I see people using her, I don't see anybody using that move, and that move has a lot of potential. Okay, let's go here. I'm gonna say Benimaru over here. He might be a little bit higher, but he's nothing compared to what he was before in King of Fire 14. He has the same thing, don't get me wrong, like he has damage, but there are other characters that do what he does way better. So yeah. Oh yeah. Clark might be, not sure if put it in a bit. It's gonna be tier, but not sure if this would be. Well, let's leave it like that. So yeah, Clark has big damage, great command grabs. It's Clark. He has been always that way. So I think of the grapplers, like the second best grappler in the game will be Clark, and that brings us to the third best grappler in the game, which will be Dinosaur. And I don't want to put Dinosaur in the C because I don't think that is correct. I want to put him over here. Actually, I'm gonna put it in between Kusanagi and Meitenku. Dinosaur compared to King of Fire 14 has a lot of changes. He is a way better character now. The DP helps a lot. Also, the mechanic of the EX being half a bar and without HD activation helps that character a lot. The only thing that I think is, and to be honest, it's just a small thing. Like if you make that change, he might be going to A tier or who knows, maybe S tier altogether, because he has two big flaws. The first one is mobility. His speed is horrible. He's slow. The second one is that when he does a throw or does a combo, most of the time the character will be far away from him, and that defeats the purpose as a grappler. Like the only times I've seen that he will be near a character is if he does the corner combo from the EX, and when they do the wall bounce and they will go over you will use the pickup in the floor and bring it back to the corner again, and that way you will have them up close and personal. But normally in the case of mid screen, nah, that doesn't happen. Yuri. Okay, Yuri. I'm gonna put Yuri at A. Actually, let me put it over here. This character is super powerful. This time around, I haven't not seen a lot of people using her, so I'm not sure if her shenanigans are still in this game. What I mean by that is like she could do like insane pressure and then do command grabs and opening you up like it was super easy. Like that kind of pressure that she has from King of Fire 13 and 14. I haven't been able to see it, but then again, I haven't seen a lot of people playing Yuri online or even in replay videos that I've been seeing on YouTube. So yeah, there's that. So, but she's in case because of that potential, which I think she still have. I'm gonna put it tier A, but she might be going to tier B, right? Okay, now let's go with her big brother, Rio. We're gonna put it over here in tier B. The reason for that is because of the art or fighting team, he's the weakest one. Like what he does, Robert and Yuri does it better. The only reason why you want to play with Rio is because of the parry thing that he does. and because you like the character like myself. But that's it. There's nothing else. You know, you like the characters, you like doing the combos, that's it. And you like to do the parry, that's it. Okay, Isla. I'm gonna put Isla as B tier, but to be honest, this character might have possibility to be almost S tier or maybe A tier. The reason for this is that I haven't seen people play with the double jump mechanic. And I have seen the few times I've seen people try to do any of those setups. People are like, what the heck is happening? And they're strong because there's any character in this game that can't do what Isla does with the double jumps. So yeah. But then again, it's the same thing. She's becoming she's a complex character, and therefore she's hard to master. And that's why I think she is still in her infancy to make sure that she's getting she's like I'm gonna try to say like she's in the infancy of character knowledge, and maybe in the future she will be a better character, which I think it will be. Okay, B.Jenet. B.Jenet, technically what she does, I mean, she does everything that Isla does, but a little bit better, except the double jump feature. But she has something similar to it, and to be honest, B.Jenet I think is a way easier character. So that's the reason why I put in B tier. Now let's go over here. Okay, I'm gonna put Chris as tier A, but he could be tier B actually. Actually, let's put it tier B. This character is good. His damage output is a little bit lacking even with the meter, so that's why I'm not putting him way higher. But he's fast. He can open you up. Like, he's a great character. Talking about great characters, Yashiro is another great character, which I would love to have put him way higher, but I think is on the same tier as Chris. The only thing is that Chris has less punishable moves compared to Yashiro, but then again, if you're hit confirming correctly, that shouldn't be an issue. Also, the way that the Yashiro is set up right now, like he can combo from his jabs in short, and also do big damage using EX, right? So it's a great character. Like, but by no account, don't believe that all of these characters. I think that from B tier and up, all of those characters are viable for tournament. And I hate saying that, to be honest, because Antonov, I have fun with that character. I would like to see Whip and Ramon get better, but I'm going more about the numbers in this case more than about character loyalty, or that they look cool, right? Okay, so let's go here. Shun, I think he also B tier. Actually, you know what? He's no. I'm gonna put it over here. So this character has big damage. The problem with this, I think that his TP is not the best in the world, and that's the main reason why I don't think he could be a little bit higher. Also, like, because some of his EX moves changed, that they don't do a wall bounce anymore. His combos are not that linear as before, and he needs to use other routes. So yeah, he's a great character, but that's the faults that he has right now. Chizuru, I think she should be B tier, but let's put her at C tier. This character has the same issue as Isla, and that is that people are not playing with her or experimenting with her. I think she has potential, but she's hard to master, and that's the reason why it's there. So yeah, like, she's not, compared to other characters in King of Fighter right now, like, she's a different thing altogether. The other characters over here in the cast have similarity between themselves, but Chizuru doesn't. She's like something way different. Maxima. I think Maxima could be B tier, but let's put it C tier. Actually, you know what? B tier. This character might go a little bit higher because I think this character can stop a lot of the stuff that the top tier character does, and that may be the reason why it can go higher in the ranks. Like, for example,
Ralf smashing with T, like Maxima can stop that with his auto, with his armor normals, right? The same thing with Terry trying to do burn knuckle, whatever. Dolores might be a character that does beat Maxima, but yeah. Just to name a few examples. Heidern. Okay, so Heidern will be B tier, even though I love this character. But what he does, Ash Grissom does it better, and Meitenku also. So let's put him. Let's put it over here. He has great damage, but he's a character that is hard to master. And sometimes, to be honest, like I have lost so many times that I have tried to do a combo, but the super never came out because I need to do it way different than what the game says I need to do it. So I need to do special shortcuts to do that, which I never agreed to those kind of shortcuts, to be honest. I think those should be, you know, like the super should be 2 half cycle 4 or 2 quarter cycle 4 or back. You know, instead of doing a quarter cycle back and then a half cycle 4, it's kind of confusing, you know, right? Anyways, let's go over here. This picture is taken horrible, by the way, guys. This is Krohnen, nameless, AKK49. And this character, let's put it tier A. Now, I've been seeing people saying that this character should be almost bottom tier, which I think is funny, because I don't see it. This character can do pressure all the time, and to punish him is a little bit hard. Also, he has great anti-air options which can allow him to convert and do big damage. Also, his slide, it can be HD mode cancel, and you can go from there. So you technically have like a way farther reach normal that will allow you to combo and do a, you know, a death combo, right? Anyways, guys, that's gonna be the end of the video. I'm gonna put the keys. I don't know what he's doing over here. He looks so boss, right? But yeah, like, tell me what you think about this in the comments below. Also, as always, like and subscribe, and yeah, more content like this coming up. Take care.